So Joel Embiid and James Harden, they just flat out lost this game. James Harden, let's look at his stats right here. He went 3 from 11 from the field, and he went 1 from 5 from three-point land. And Joel Embiid went 5 of 18 and 0 for 4. And on the other side, players actually stepped up that were not in Joel Embiid and James Harden. PJ Tucker, he was literally in the gym at 3 a.m. nighttime, doing his thing, hitting shots because he wanted to win this game. Tobias Harris even stepped up, 7 to 13. Although he did have he did miss 6 threes. He had 19 points. He had more points than James Harden and Joel Embiid. Tyrese Maxey, 17 points. 5 of 12, 2 of 6. But overall, I think the 76ers team played very bad. But James Harden and Joel Embiid, you can't have two superstars who are supposed to step up for their team just do that bad. Come on now. I was really thinking that this was going to be a game where the 76ers went over the hump and proved all the people wrong over the course of these years that these two players are actually players that can step up. And now this just confirms that they're not. They're not like that. I'm sorry to tell you, even as a 76ers fan, and I'm a really, really big time, fan of Joel Embiid, just based off what I see from him regular season and his potential. I just want the best for both of them. But after this is just disappointing. I'm just gonna say how it is. It's just disappointing. And I'm hoping that James Harden and Joel Embiid and everyone on this Philadelphia 76ers team, bro, they could just look at this and next season you can just go harder. Because this was trash. Luckily, I didn't even watch this game. I was out, but I did watch the highlights. And just based on some of the stuff that I was seeing, the 76ers were playing extremely bad defense on Jason Tatum. I don't know what they were doing. How do you let a man score 51 points in Game 7? Jason Tatum is him, I'm not gonna lie. He did his thing. Game 7 kind of proves everyone wrong from his past Game 6 experience when, he was missing a lot of shots in the first half. He did his thing, 51 points, hitting some tough shots. But on the other side, 76ers played some really lackadaisical defense. They came out into this game, and I don't even think they cared about winning. The body language and everything, it just didn't seem like they cared about winning. Joel Embiid, after the press conference, he was saying that they just missed some shots. I don't think so. I think it is more of a mentality thing for the 76ers team. How do you lose 3 Game 7s in a row? There's no way that's just you missing shots. No. We've seen it when Ben Simmons had a wide open layup and he passed it. Even in this same exact series, James Harden had a wide open layup and he passed it. It's not a physicality thing. It's not a skill thing. I know the 76ers, they might be on par with the Boston Celtics in terms of being a, physically skilled, good team. But mentality, they're not there at all. That starts with the head coach. That starts with the 2 superstars, Joel Embiid, James Harden. That starts with the players and the head coach. You could blame it on Doc Rivers. I still don't think Doc Rivers is one of the best coaches that the 76ers can have. But the players too, James Harden and Joel Embiid, I think those 2 players is ultimately what cost them this loss in Game 7. And moving forward, like I said in my other previous videos, Doc Rivers is gone, 100%. They're going to be firing him. And luckily, we did have a head coach step down or get fired from the Phoenix Suns, Monty Williams. I think that's a player that the 76ers should get. He did coach in Philadelphia, if I'm not mistaken. And Monty Williams, I feel like Monty Williams, though, is kind of a similar coach to Doc Rivers, just for the ability that he hasn't been shown to step up in the playoffs. He's an amazing head coach in the regular season and doesn't flip the switch in the playoffs. But is it a coach that the 76ers, should look at? I think yes, if they don't get some of the head coaches like Nick Nurse and some of the other ones, you definitely should go for Monty Williams. I feel like he, when he's talking in the press conference, he seems like a dude that knows what he's talking about. Me saying that, he doesn't step up in the playoffs, that could just be the players. I'm not a Suns watcher. I can't speak on that. But Monty Williams, just based on, winning head coach of the year and what he's been able to do in the regular season, 76ers should go ahead and look at him. And yeah, very disappointing for the 76ers team. Now they do have some trade assets with James Harden. They have Tyrese Maxey, Tobias Harris. But the players that I think should be ultimately moving out of this team, I think they should move Tobias Harris and potentially move one of their young players. It does not have to be Tyrese Maxey, and try to get another star on this team. It's going to be hard to do. You probably should move James Harden just based on his age right now, and his playoffs performance. Good in the regular season, not a good playoff performer. And then Joel Embiid, I'm hoping he can flip the switch next season because time after time tells that he just doesn't step up in the playoffs, unfortunately. Because I like watching Joel Embiid. Like I'm not just a hater. I don't like hating on NBA players because at the end of the day, it's just basketball, man. I just hoping the best for him. Like really, bro. I don't know, what to say. I'm so glad I did not watch this game. Like I'm actually so happy. I'm so happy because this would have ruined my mood so bad. Like you don't understand how happy I am that I did not watch this game. But with that being said, GG's to the Boston Celtics. They're probably going to be ending up in the NBA Finals. That being said, do not forget to like, subscribe for a cookie, and I'll probably email you that shit. Just the Arch, and I'm out.